5, 4,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Blast.
We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds in the mix. In the mix.
Yeah. Welcome to West Point Urban Radio every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. As you can see, the show is black as ever. I'm starting the show at 8:22. Woo! I kid. Listen, man, I got a newborn, so keep in mind I got things to do as well. So that's why I'm a little late. No excuses. There's no such thing to have an excuse for being late. You know what? For crying out loud, I don't have my proper DJ here. He's getting married. He was in Canada last week, got engaged. He's planning a wedding. Called me yesterday, said, man, I'm sorry, brother, but man, I'm chasing love. So I said, all right, man, go ahead, you do your thing. Go chase love. I'm right with you. But, yeah, I'm here by myself, riding solo, man. So, you know what? My engineer is also a DJ, so we're going to see how he do on the 1 and 2 today. I know he's a fantastic DJ, so he's going to put on the shoes of DJ Hans for the day. He got his own shoes, in fact. Yeah. Let's see what happens. All right, so today I'm going to introduce to you fashion designer Clavon Leonard, who is out there looking extremely powerful with the colors of his design. So we're going to talk to him. We'll also talk about terrorism in the state of America, all right, in Chelsea, New York. We'll talk about more cop on black violence. I hate talking about that stuff, man. Every week I have to talk about a new shooting. It's crazy. Anyway, also we're gonna talk about all-you-can-eat buffet, Japanese style. This is where Japanese men will pay $100 to eat a girl's booty. So all-you-can-eat booty buffet. It's a Japanese tradition. Anyway. Also, we'll talk about my newborn, my wife, and how my firstborn is adjusting to it all. And also, we're going to talk about overdosed on drugs. 12 celebrities who didn't know when to stop. And that include like Marilyn Monroe and people like who passed not too long ago. What's that guy's name? I'm having a brain fart. Irish, funny comedian. Anyway, there's a few people we're gonna talk about. I'm waiting for my screen to load so I can talk to you about that. But anyway, we got some music. Huh? No. I know I'm on the screen. I'm talking about my screen, my computer screen, man. I got news to talk about over here. Yeah. Man, we don't got you on the screen, man. We got our off-screen conversation. The audience needs to know who the hell I'm talking to, not a ghost. But yeah, man, so we're going to talk about that. And as you can see over here, I got me a very nice Cuban cigar. Very fine. All right, it's not open yet, but we're going to pretend like we're smoking just to give you the gesture because I can't really smoke this on air. It's not good for the equipment that's over here, very expensive equipment. Don't want to mess that up. All right. So with that being said, also, we popping champagnes up in here. I got champagne. Ooh. Got champagne for the guests, sponsored by the local liquor shop across the street. But yeah, man, so thank you guys for coming in, watching and tuning in to West Point Urban Radio. We are here every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I just want to relax today and just enjoy the moment because we don't have enough time, a lot of time. It seems like there's a lot of fire out there in this world, and hopefully the fire don't get too close to me. Hopefully I keep striving and being successful out there in the field of entertainment and continue providing a platform for not only the artists but the entrepreneurs and brand ambassadors and stuff like that. I don't want to be another statistic, so I'm going to be on a positive level of this thing. All right, so with that being said, we are actually live right now on Facebook. Two places. We live on Facebook.com facebook.com/darkfame. That's DARKFAME. All right. Then we're also live on facebook.com/West Point Urban Media. All right. So I got like two different type of audience on there. So yeah. Thank you for tuning in. If you never tuned in before, this is your boy. We here. Listen, man. Have a drink with me. I want you guys to celebrate. I did something I shouldn't have done yesterday, which was I posted up my newborn image online, and my wife did ask me to wait for like a month before we even put our child online and for the world to see. I mean, I'm too excited about the baby, man. Yeah. I love that boy. His name is Carter Dorian Musignac. The boy is strong, came out 8.93 ounce. Boy's huge. My firstborn was like 6.23 ounces. So it's like, borderline premature, but not, very healthy baby at the end of the day. But this guy's a big boy. And as he's holding onto my index finger, he's strong. He's just grabbing it like this. And so I'm like, man, get off my little pinky, man. Get off my finger. So I'm proud of the boy, man. He's making his way. He's drinking a lot. A lot of nipple milk. I don't know if my wife's going to like those choice of words. But anyway, he's eating a lot because he's up every hour after 12 o'clock at night. After 11:30 at night, the boy gets up. He feeds every hour on the hour until about 4 o'clock, goes to sleep. And about 7, he starts to wake up again. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm bald. I had hair. Look, I had hair before the baby. There's no more hair there. So, that's why I'm wearing hats now and stuff like that. But, the fashion designer that I got coming out, I haven't checked out his line of hats. I don't even know if he has a line of hats. But if he doesn't have a line of hats, I need him to make them like this. This right here is my signature hat. I told myself one day, maybe, if I ever become a designer or something like that, I will make a hat, just plaster my name on it, and wear it. But listen, man, I ain't got no background music. I thought I had a DJ here, man. Are we doing this or what? All right, so while he's looking for some music to put on the background, celebrate with me, all right? Because what we're gonna do, and my engineer / DJ, his name is Cruz, fantastic guy. Are you able to play video on this area as well, or you have to go like back and forth being engineer? Oh shit, my man's multitasking in one area, like that. Appreciate that, man. And also, this show is also being sponsored by Grey Goose. Just so you know, Grey Goose is sponsoring the show. And also Corbel, California Champagne, sponsored. And also Habana, straight from Habana. It's not being sponsored yet. We haven't got the go-ahead from Obama yet to interact with Cuba, but this was pretty much illegal. All right. Anyway, so I want to go into a quick break, talk to my guest that's here, and then I'm going to come back and talk about some of the these topics that we mentioned. Also, can you go on a tangent as far as like old school music? You can do that, right? But I don't want to get shut down by Facebook, though, man. The thing about Facebook and us being on Facebook Live, and we appreciate Facebook for having a platform like that, so we can actually display the entertainment, the radio show, and all that stuff. But whenever we play music, we get flagged because we ain't paying a dime to the owners, the labels and the people who actually made the music. Yeah, I get it. You work hard and you went to the studio for a couple of hours and you put the music out, and you don't want anybody to just play it just like that. I get it. But I ain't making money like that here neither, man. It's just, I'm just doing the entertainment and putting a platform together. So, anyway, Facebook, help me out, and I'm gonna play some music, and hopefully, don't hate on me and block me like this. I don't appreciate this. On my son, look out for my son. We celebrating right now. All right. Now, the trick question is, we getting a phone call. Are we able to pick up the phone call? We can't pick up the phone call. Yeah, I'm getting a phone call right now, so let's see if we can actually pick that up. Yeah, but anyway, man, hopefully we can pick that up. And by the way, the line is on. The hotline is 914-969-6499. Caller, you on there?
Yo, it's Papa Bear in the house.
Yo, Papa Bear, what up, baby?
Hey, what's poppin', son?
Yeah, man. I'm riding solo today, man. My man
You're
DJ.
riding solo. You should have told me, man. I would have been right there with you, son.
Ah, man. Listen.
You can handle it. You can handle it.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing. It was last minute.
Man.
It was last minute, though, man. My man DJ Hans got engaged last week on the day of my show last week, but, it's all good.
He just put the noose around his neck.
Yeah, hang that man up.
Yeah. Well, my congratulations, DJ Hans. If I guess I'll catch up with him next week, man. But I've been a little bit absent, man. I had a big event last week, man.
What big event?
Champ 2 was born, man. Little Carter, Arian. So
that's true.
Happy about that. Congratulations to you and
thank you.
My beautiful
got my cigar.
Princess daughter. She was a trooper with this, man. Trooper. Man.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
This guy boxed his way out of there, boy.
Yeah. I couldn't believe how, man, I was actually there to experience the whole thing.
Well, listen, I'm real proud of you. You did a good job, man. Fatherhood is a blessing that we all get to share, but grandfatherhood is even more, man. I can't describe that, man. I was like,
how does that feel? You know what? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be a grandfather one day, right? Now, you did your thing as a father, and you're proud of your kids and how they turned out. But as a grandfather, is it like the same level? Is it like on a different level of appreciation?
It's a different level, man, because it kicks it up one notch. That's the extension. Not you extended your family, and it's a feeling that is undescribable.
Really?
Undescribable feeling.
Wow.
When you see your grandkids recognize you and come to you, it's a feeling that you can't describe. And those grandfathers out there, you know what I mean, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they got to start to think for their own selves and stuff like that. Like kids, man, that boy be picking my pocket. He ain't want no change. He want some bills. You know what I'm saying? So but it is a good feeling, and to be part of them when they come into this world and open their eyes, and the first thing that they're looking at, and you just is an extension of you, and it's like a great feeling, man. It's indescribable. Words cannot describe, man.
Wow. I'm
proud of you and my daughter and everybody in the family for their support with this, and it's amazing.
I appreciate that, man. And listen, man, you are an incredible grandfather, and I appreciate you for all you do. And also your lovely wife, my mother-in-law, is
That's Mama Bear. You know how she do.
Yeah, is especially a wonderful human being. She looks for the kids. She likes to be with them and take them out, and just the kids, they pick up. They learn from different, people in the family.
That's what it's all about, man. The best thing about grandfatherhood is you get to give them back. But
is that right?
Talk a bit about your sponsors over there, man. Then we got to leave a little gift basket with some of those trinkets that you just got there. You know what I'm saying? The little Grey Goose, and you got the cigar going and everything. We had an experience up in Greenwich on when Carter was born. Big experience, man.
Yeah, I know.
We cruised the main street and everything, man. Got into the nice bars and had some good drinks and celebratory for.
Yeah, I know. We did that, right?
Carter being born, and it was nice.
Yeah, so, listen, man.
I enjoy doing things with you, and I just want you to keep up the good work because I know you got a lot of stuff to do. So I just want to call in. I was absent last week, but I'm not gone, man. Papa Bear's back, man.
You back.
Watch out, people, and listen.
Yeah.
Get down. People got to get with it.
Yeah, that get down is good, man. We did like 3 episodes together, right? We did like a binge of 3 episodes. But yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for the phone call, and I appreciate that. That was Papa Bear right there. So I did confirm the request for the Facebook Live. We live, baby. All right, though, man. So Listen, I really wish I can light this up, but for the equipment's sake, it's when you start smoking on the air and it starts to go into the computer and the equipment and start to clog it up after a while. And, cigars is a thick kind of smoke, so I don't want to plague the situation any more than it is. But with that being said, my good friend, engineer / DJ, what do you got for me, man? You know what? You got you got the same platform? Because I like to play. I like the go-to artists. I like President Burner. I like your boy Globe. But you have to play videos, right? Yeah, baby, we live. We're going to do this live, baby. You know what? Go on a tangent. And if you can keep it all the way old school social, Facebook, they're going to shut us down, aren't they? You don't got no independent joint you can just throw in there? I want my people to stay on live and watch it, man. Because, it is what it is, But anyway, man, you know what? I want to get into this, man. I want to talk about this conversation right here. And, I bumped into it and just researching certain things. And, a friend of mine brought it to my attention not too long ago that Japanese, in Japan, these guys would go to like a massage parlor or something like that, where you get your massage or something, or even you walk into a bar and you get yourself a drink. These guys will walk into a spot and it's all you can eat booty buffet, and they pay $100 for it. Now, on random chicks too. It's it's on random booty. How do you go about going to a spot, you pay for it, and you don't even get to pick out the ass you're gonna eat out, right? It's you go in there, and they say, this is it right here. This is what you're gonna do. This nice and fluffy one right there. Do you want it? Yeah, okay, I want it. Here's $100, and you just go in on a town with that. Where is the pleasure? I mean, I know we have people out there that got fetish of foot fetish, bondage, tying me against the wall, the bedpost, and all that stuff. I know we have those things, but to just literally go to a stranger and just eat the booty like a grocery, I don't get that. I don't get no pleasure out of that. It's if it's being done to you, I understand if that's your thing, it's because it's being done to you, because there's a lot of nerves behind there. There's a lot of nerves. You touch a little certain area, things can happen. But I don't want to talk too much about sexual activities on this show, because that's not what this show is about. It's about a little bit more than that, It's about content, good content. But yeah, so research that. So go online, go to Google. Actually, allhiphop.com is talking about that. So if you go on there, you can see what I'm talking about. And, call me. Talk about it. 914-969-6499. And also, Papa Bears, if you're still watching, the number to call next time, if you call, you can call 718-705-4959, which is our Skype number. All right. So yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, all these different celebrities that overdose on drugs, from Marilyn Monroe to Prince, and Robin Williams, the daughter of Whitney Houston, and Bobby Brown. Huh?
Didn't Robin Williams kill himself?
Yeah, overdosed.
Was it? Didn't he hang himself?
He had a bunch of drugs in his system when they found his ass. So, but yeah, so basically, many celebrities rely on prescriptions given to them by their personal medics, However, when exposing the human body to the same stimuli over and over again, a certain immunity develops. Higher doses are needed to obtain the similar effect. And it is quite easy to go on a road of no return. So, don't start. Don't even do it. Don't do drugs. It is a road to hell. And some people, you know, they do come out of it, but then they relapse, and then you got to deal with that shit. Why even start? All right. So it has become very common for celebrities to be found dead in hotel rooms, specifically hotel rooms, because you know these people they're always traveling, and they're always lonely. These people are not always with entourage of people. They're always by themselves. And listen, how do you kill time and be sane when you're by yourself? And being a big celebrity, you got people waiting for you, and you got to be on stage somewhere. You do drugs. It seems a logical thing to do. All right. So while many deaths exclude suicide, in some cases it is clear that the overdose was caused by emotional problems and the need to silence them out, which is very understandable because listen, and it's understandable, but also I myself, I don't get it to an extent because you acquire wealth, you get money to solve certain problems. If you have family members that needs money, or your mom needed a house, you got money to do that. So that weight is off your back because you're taking care of family, you're taking care of certain things. And what else is there? What else is there to take care of? If you're already taking care of family, you're taking care of you. But if you're doing all these drugs, you're obviously not taking care of you. All right. So now we got Prince. Prince, went not too long ago, which I'm very sad about because we lost an incredible soul, incredible human being. And if he was still on this earth, he would still be inspiring a lot of lives and changing the world to an extent as we speak. All right. So I'm going to start this list. We will start the list with a recent victim of a drug overdose, which is still fresh in our memories, like Prince. Is largely acclaimed as one of the most influential musicians of the last 3 decades, a period in which a lot of barriers have been put aside. Prince was praised for both singing and for his theatrical performances. Many critics still have their hats raised in respect for Prince. Listen, when Prince came on stage, whether it was an award show or concert or he just showing up, you was in awe. It didn't matter who you were, black, white, Chinese immigrant, anything, an animal. Like, you just knew this guy was on stage. Like, this presence was there. And it's unfortunate how he went out. And I didn't appreciate how he went out because he to me, it wasn't respected because, you know what, you have all these little people, kids, grown folks who looked up to you, and you go out on drug abuse. So Prince died from a drug overdose at his recording studio and home in Chahasan in Minnesota on April 21st. Although initial rumors were dismissed, medical expertise revealed that intoxication with, that's some big drugs, fentanyl, a powerful opiate drug, was the main factor to blame. So at the age of 57, Prince certainly would have had many successful years ahead of him. 57 nowadays is super young. All right, when you have like certain artists who go past 90, 95. When you think about Sam and the Rat Packs, these guys, they actually died very old. Some of these guys that I can think of. But let me go down the list of some more of the celebrities that who actually overdosed on some drugs. And I don't even want to go on a tangent about this neither. All right. So you're tuned in West Point Urban Radio every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Our hotline is 914-969-6499. And as you can see, Cruz is actually on air with me right now. That is my new DJ. This is a very unfamiliar face because you know what? He's taking the place of DJ Hans for now, and he's doing his thing and everything. So do you want to go on a tangent?
Whatever you want.
So you can go on a tangent, man. So we're going to come back to this drug overdose celebrities and how we can actually avoid from being those type of individuals and have a more prosperous life. So I got Clavon Leonard, a fashion designer of our age, and he's going to tell us just a little bit about him and what inspired him to do what he does. And make people look beautiful and sexy and handsome. All right. So with that being said, let's go in, man. Let's do it. As you can see, I still got my champagne in the building. I'm gonna pour me a little drink. I wish I can pop the cigar and everything, but I'm being told, I can't light the fire. I can't light the fire. Can't do it. No. All right, man. So with that being said, you can take the camera off me if you will, and you go ahead and do your thing, bro. West Point Urban Radio.
You already know on a Thursday night, yours truly, DJ Cruz on the set, West Point Urban Radio, 8 to 10 p.m. on In The Mix Radio with 2 extras. You already know.
Rockin' the tri-state area, DJ Cruz.
Back in the days on the boulevard, I landed. We used to kick routines and the presence was fitting. It was I, the abstract.
And me, the 5-footer. I kicks the mad style, so step off the Frankfurter.
Yo, Fife, you remember that routine? That way used to make spiffy like Mr. Clean?
A tidbit, a smidgen. I don't get the message, so you got to run the pigeon.
You're on point, Fife.
All the time, tip.
You're on point, Fife.
All the time, tip.
You're on point, Fife.
All the time, tip.
So then grab the microphone and let your words rip.
Now here's a
DJ Cruz.
I need a gangster bitch. I want a gangster bitch, yo. I want a gangster with mine. I need a gangster bitch. I want a gangster bitch, yo. I want a with mine. I need a bitch.
Some say a dirty man. On my side is my gut. See him all of that. Spitting out fuck shots. Boy, I'm gonna wet y'all. Running hot, but I'm still coming to get y'all. Thinking like a beast mode. Coming on a homicide. You talking shit. Trying to take me for a ride. I'm not a bad guy, but I'm the fucking feel. Finger on the trigger with my hands up on the steel. Letting out a bullet. Is this going booyah? You're stuck in my hood, so what you gonna do now? Being the hunted one is no fun. Here I come, son. Yo, I think you better run. Better run more and move a little faster. Second of thought, and I'm coming to blast you with my sawed-off shotgun. Hand on the palm, left hand on the 40. Pump it on the blunt. Fuck my shotgun. Them niggas didn't jump. La 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 la.
You're rocking out with your girlfriend's favorite DJ, Cruz.
Arm me with harmony.
considered the king. Yo, my beats pumped by the mic I clamp. I don't need an amplifier. My brain is the amp. I got the beat to make you tingle, make your body mingle. Like you got the fever for the flavor of a Pringle. Weak, I say not so. I'm just like Picasso, a pioneer. I am here. Ask me how I got so fly. And this answer I can give them a new beginning, Stevie-O, and my dope rhythm. I serve the Lord Master, give a mental harm. My soul chief belief is that it's wrong. My beats pump, so let it grab ya. I got a trick, but my name ain't Alibaba. So open sesame, never heard the best of me. Bet you all the people in the place, I bet you the rest to see that it's a new beginning. My name, Kwame, and if you didn't know, I can tell you that I'm a Meliku brother, slicker than oil. Rap gets so hot, it makes the spit boil. The rhythm.
Smooth lyrics. This 88. Time to set it straight.
You already know we on that throwback.
Stepping. Word.
West Point Urban Radio.
Rappers stepping to me. They want to get some. But I'm the Kane, so yo, you know the outcome. Another victory. They can't get with me. So pick a BC day, cause you're history. I'm the authentic poet to get lyrical. For you to beat me, it's gonna take a miracle. And stepping to me. Yo, that's a wrong move. So what you on, Hobbs? Dope a dog food. Competition. I just devour like a pit bull against a chihuahua. Cause when it comes to being dope, hot damn, I got it good. Now let me tell you who I am. The B-I-G-D-A-D-D-Y-K-A-N-E. Dramatic, Asiatic, not like many. I'm different, so don't compare me to another. Cause they can't hang, word to the mother. At least not with the principal in this pedigree. So when I roll on your rappers, you better be ready to die because you're petty. You're just a butter knife, I'm a machete. This made by Ginsu, wait until when you tried to front so I can chop into your body. Just because you try to be basing, Friday the 13th, I'ma play Jason. No type of joke, gag, game, puzzle, or riddle. The name is Big Daddy, yes, big, not little, so define it. Here's your walking papers, sign it, and take a walk as the canes start to talk, cause
DJ Cruz. Go get him, boy.
Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic with 1 minute rhymes that don't come out right? They bite. They never write. That's not polite. Am I lying? No, you're quite right. Well, tonight on the Stirring Mic, you're about to hear. We swear the best star rappers of the year. So cheerio, yell, scream bravo. Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
I wanna say that's my song right here. That was back like in the 90s right here. I know you remember this, no? Yeah.
we gonna lay it down like this, y'all gonna play.
And one thing I wanna say, got to get my great man. Put the headphone on this one, let me see. When you with me?
SOS, is you with me?
Woo! West Point Urban Radio, baby. Let's go. You ready? Grand Pooba.
Here comes the Pooba, and you know I won't fake it. Usually bust records on getting butt naked. Made for the Lindsay.
I requested this one.
Come on, these things don't try to object, slow down. What you say, what's my joint? What's your neck? Some try to copy, but they just can't catch it. Some try to follow, but they just can't catch it with the boom, boom, boom.
I used to know the words.
See who's the one to flip it. Quick to tell it, as if it's a drink of 40, cause we ain't got time to sip it. Grand Pooba got body. Get some of them, some of those.
Ask somebody.
As dope as they come. Second sing or hum. Don't try to step to this, you know you
Hum.
First battle right, but here's the pitch. Disappear. Second battle right, because the first
Got served.
the one who arouses a blouse for a blouse. Get styles by the blouse. Leave a chill from miles. Squeeze when I please it from here to tell her.
Yeah. You bring me back. Yeah. We coming back. Yeah. We coming back, baby. You are tuned in West Point Urban Radio every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The hotline is 914-969-6499. Booyah. I got Facebook Live right now. Facebook is working for us right now. Got my people shouting out. Yo, shout out to my people's listening. I got my man Andres. I got my man Cedric on there. I got my man Sava. Sava, I'm giving you a shout out, baby. That's my Greek friend right there. Love that boy. All right? So with that being said, welcome. All right? Got my man in the building. This man I'm about to introduce to you is the son of a very dressed father. He grew up watching his dad don hats, pressed and starch suits, and take great pride in details of, his outfits, When you get out there, you got to look clean, baby. So from his own first suit and hat worn to kindergarten, my man Clavon was hooked. That's when he was like, man, I like the attention I get when I put these things on, man. Get a lot of nice little 6-year-olds, hollering at me. Got some 6-year-olds hollering at you, man?
I have some hollering at me.
So listen, though, I would like to welcome my boy, Clavon Leonard. We can give a round of applause with that. So from there, he built the Clavon's Wear Fashion, a fascinating brand, and we all soon to know about. So we're going to talk to the man himself right now. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good.
Man, you looking sharper than the Tic Tac, man. What's going on, bro?
You know I got to bring it. You know what I'm saying? I got to bring it. You know I got to bring it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna ask you about the outfit that you got on and everything too, man, because this plaid is working for you, man.
I'm trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? That's a little something.
Shit, man, if he's trying your dime, man, I think you're doing it. But man, so yeah, I welcome you here to West Point Urban Radio Show. I've been trying to get you here for the longest, man, because we met the very first time we met at a spot, the Laquan magazine shoot. You was actually were taking care of the guys there. You was putting the clothes on them. It was beautiful outfits. I was like, man, the colors, they pop. Damn, who this guy, man? I had to take a few pictures with you. I was like, all right, man, this guy gonna dress me one day, man. I guarantee it. That's why I told. That's why I told myself.
You got it, man. You got it. You don't have to pray.
So with that being said, man, you here. You finally here. You finally here on a date that I'm actually celebrating a new life. My son, he's in the building. And I know you got some kids yourself and everything.
Yes.
You got some inspiration out there with you. And also, I was, doing a little bit of research on you, just reading up a little bit. Some of your inspiration came from your family trying to go out to different stores and buy different outfits or just buy clothes, period. And you couldn't really find the taste that you like. So talk to us about that. Oh, matter of fact, here's your mic, man.
Yes.
Your mic's right here, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Make sure it's low down so you can see your face.
Yes.
You got that? We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
good. No, basically, man, I just, I grew up, I went to Catholic school, and I was tired of looking like everybody else. You wear uniforms, and
you wanted to stand out.
I want to stand out.
Okay,
I was
like
trying
that,
to
man.
spruce up. Ain't so much you can do with black and plaid. You know what I'm saying? And brown. And so, man, it just really inspired me. Like I said, my dad was always a very well dressed man, and suit starch, shirt starch, looking clean. But when I started going out, even in the business world, I was just tired of everybody looking the same way. Everybody on the same black, gray, brown, or blue, just
man,
with a different tie.
I like that attitude, man. You know what? You're the type of individual that we need into our urban community. We know what I'm tired of. I'm tired of seeing asses out there in the street showing their underwears and shit. We need more people like you to motivate or inspire these individuals and say, you know what, you can do a little bit something different, man. Because everybody's doing that shit. You don't want to do that shit. Why be the same?
That's right.
Do something different, man.
Exactly.
And that's what inspired you. So you're doing that. So talk to us about what happened when you made the decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it not just for my family, but the world need this. Well, what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna take the risk and starting my own business?
Well, basically, I had my own business. I went back to school. I got a master's from Rutgers University.
Oh man, congratulations, man! High five on that, brother. Forget a handshake. High five on that. Boy got his master's. And, he ain't suppressed, but he ain't suppressed from the masters. He got his masters. All right, go ahead.
So I got my master's in management and labor relations, and after I got my master's, while I was in there, I was just inspired to start as a project. We were given a project, and you kind of have to put together a business plan, and I began to put together a business plan. I began to think about what I did. I had been doing a little dibbling and dabbling with fashion for the last 15 years, but nothing really serious, just as a hobby. And man, during that time period, I was later asked to to teach, and so I was teaching, and I enjoyed it, but it just wasn't fulfilling. Right. Okay. And that thing about that project from the school, man, began to really stir me. And so, man, I began to put that thing into action. And before you know it, man, I decided to go ahead and start Clavon's Wear. And I launched it. But the irony of it is that when I was 13 years old, I had a dream. I woke up, it was my birthday, and I woke up when I turned 13. I came downstairs with my parents. I said, y'all not gonna believe this, I had this dream. They was like, what? I said, people walking down the runway in my clothing. And they was like, man, get out of here. Ain't nobody walking down the runway in your clothes. Get out of here.
Shut up, little man.
And man, 33 years later, man, my dream became a reality in 2014. Damn. People actually walked down the runway, and I was privileged. My mother, my cousins, my best friend, my police, they was able to see it, man, to see my dream become a reality.
That is amazing.
So I wanted to encourage not just young people, but people who think that it could never happen for you, because it happened for me. I didn't have a whole lot of money, man. I had a whole lot of faith, and I believed that this was my purpose, man. And I started there, and man, somebody just opened the door and gave me a chance. I didn't even know what I was doing. It was a guy named Tim, and he was a Chinese guy.
What's so incredible about this Chinese guy?
Well, you know what?
He wasn't eating booty.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't eating booty. No. It would have took a little more than $100. Listen, it took a whole lot more than $100. You crazy. So what happened was, he saw me at Fashion Week, man. He said, hey, man, I like that suit you got on. I said, thank you. He said, well, who made it? And he said, who designed it? I said, I did. Wow. He said, you a designer? I said, no. He said, I thought you said you designed. I said, I did, but I don't consider myself a designer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just trying to be clean for me. I wasn't really trying to be out there like
fresh
that.
to death, baby. It's all about me, right?
Trying to be seen. Ladies out there,
trying to be seen, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Until I got married, huh?
Yeah. See, I keep you out of trouble. Listen to that. But man, he really, months later, he contacted me and he said, man, I'm really serious. I think you should really give it a shot. And man, he did. At first, I thought, because people, shooting BS.
Bullshitting.
I was like, oh man, he ain't nothing. But man, he really hit me back, and man, he really set the stage. And so, I did it at the Apostles Ballroom in Chelsea, New York, and man, my family was there. And the irony was that my daughter and son both modeled. And so they got the model, and my middle daughter, my middle daughter did makeup, and she did all the makeup.
Your little daughter did
makeup? My middle daughter, she did the makeup. So all of my kids, my son was the photographer, so all of us was involved, and my parents got a chance to see.
You're supreme. I like that, man. Yo, that's my envision for my newborn, my son that's now like, yo, just give them the gift of what you have, and just like, yo, let's take off together.
Yeah, man, and everything, man, it came together, man, and it was a family affair. So since then, man, and we've been doing it, man. I end up doing a women's line called a Jaja line after my granddaughter. Jaja line after my granddaughter.
Okay.
And I have a granddaughter. She is 2 years old, and I named the women's line after her because she's my inspiration. And I started doing leather bags. And I named them after my middle daughter.
Too.
Yeah, leather bags, man.
Oh, shoot, man.
Briefcase, overnight bags.
My artist got a song called Tan Purse. You got any tan purse?
A tan bag, man. I can make a tan purse. That's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it.
Put that in a video. We getting ready to shoot a video. You better get with it.
Oh man, I can make that work. You know what I'm saying? We can make something happen. You know
Let's
what
do
I'm
it,
saying?
man. I want this all in there, man.
See, yeah, man. And so, man, I named the line of bags after my middle daughter. They call it the Lexi bags, and I got Generation 1 and Generation 2, and man, I just, it's just been taking off. I've been now to New Zealand.
Yeah, I've been reading up about that. The last trip that I saw that you took was you went out to Africa and Morocco.
Yeah, I was in Morocco.
So tell us about that trip, man. How was that trip?
Well, you know what? That was the inspiration for my bags. I wanted to do bags, so I wanted to go and see the process. And so not only just design them, I wanted to see how they were made and everything. Wow, so I went out there and I met a guy when I was in Sweden who referred me to this guy. And then the guy started communicating. And I said, I just want to come and see the process. And so, man, I just didn't know.
You was like an apprentice.
Yeah,
soaking it all in.
Soaking it all in, man. I just went there, didn't know nobody, no language. Went there, sat down with this guy, man, and got to really learn the different hides from buffalo to cow to lamb. Learn the different types of hide, how to dye them. Worked it with him, man, and just seen the whole process. Yeah, man, because I'm very hands-on. Like, I select my own fabric. I travel to India. I travel to Bangladesh. I travel to Bangkok. I'm climbing over in 100-degree weather. I'm climbing over stuff, humping over there, sweating, about to fall out, But I want to pick it out. And so what you see, you won't see nowhere else. Right. I guarantee you. So they're very unique brands, very unique fabric, very unique designs. And so, man, they just kind of launched. And so that's where I started doing my bags. So I went to Morocco. I'm going to South Africa next month. November, I'll be in London. And, man, he just opened the door, man. I just been going all over. It's just...
Which is great, man. I appreciate that, man, because, some people that's watching right now would appreciate exactly what you're saying, because some people, they're just, like, sitting there waiting to make that move. And it's not even about a wait. It's about that you getting that signal. I guess it was internal or something. Something inspired you, and you just like went in on it.
Well, man, I had went through a divorce. I had my kids. I was like, now it's my chance. I'm just finna do something different, man. I'm finna just launch out there.
Go in, right?
Just what you got to lose. A lot of times,
I feel you.
When you don't have a support system that's gonna back you in what you're doing, you're hesitant because of the, because of the feedback you get. If it don't launch, it don't do it. But when you dolo solo, man, you can go and you can kind of do some things a little different without the breach of the responsibility. My kids were older; they were, two of them already through college, and so it wasn't such a burden. I'm not jeopardizing, their tuition or whatever like that. And so, man, they was like, Dad, go for it, and and that's what I did, man. I went for it. And
official, so I like
all
that.
of us are involved. I ended up opening a modeling agency, and it's called Clavon MTM. And my son and daughter, we have about 17 models. I have the Zaza line, and so the business is just growing.
You have an empire going on.
I'm trying to do a little something.
You like the Terrence Howard of the...
I'm trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave something for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you ain't leaving nothing for the kids. They're actually a part of it. They're doing it.
So, yeah, it's been good, man. And so, but I want to tell, because so many times in our community, man, we just sit and we stagger because we think, I can't get in. And one reason I want to come on the radio, I appreciate you and just even your conversation, because I want to help other designers, man. Like, you can do this. Sometimes, people do it, they never help nobody else.
Oh, yeah.
They go for themselves and
keep moving.
They keep it moving. They keep everything so expensive, everything's shut down. But I want to help some other people. So I hope if you're out there and you're interested and you really want to do something, man, hey, I got help for you.
That's Clavon Leonard right now. You're gonna see this guy a little bit more, man. This guy is official. He went to Bangladesh. He went to Morocco. He went to different space on earth to bring you back some of these goods. Now, we in the fall right now. This is like Fashion Week happened already. You was a part of that and everything. Now, is this a plaid season? Is plaid in right now? What's going on?
Well, your plaid is gonna be really going in as we go into the winter. I'm just kind of like preliminary setting the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Pre-gaming.
But just a little pre-gaming. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be colors. I came out with a denim line for this particular denim suits, jeans, casual.
You came out with a denim line.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, man. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? And so I did my debut of the denim line in New York Fashion Week. This coming Saturday, I'm gonna be in Atlantic City, doing Atlantic City Fashion Week. I'll be closing out the show, man. But I got something for them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So I mean, it sounds like a lot, right? When I say a lot, like when you got like people that's outside looking in, it's like, okay, man, this guy's able to be a part of this, a part of that. Like, like the process is one thing, but like the funding behind that is another thing. Like, How does one get to that point of activity?
Well, you know what I tell people to get together. I'm a good team. I just happen to invest in myself. I didn't want no loans, no nothing. I did it bit by bit, man. And sometimes you want to just go create 100 suits and sell 100 suits. It don't work like that, man. It's a slow process, man. I put together 15 outfits. That was my first, line. It was 15 outfits. You start there, man, and I took that 15, and then I did another 15. And you start then, and then you start using marketing and networking. Now, Carla Hall, she wore my suit on the Chew, and so now she's gonna be hosting my show. I'm gonna be doing a standalone show in February.
This February coming up.
2017.
Talk to us about that.
Well, I'm gonna be doing, New York Fashion Week is kind of crazy, and so there's a lot of different productions, but a lot of designers now, we're doing our own standalone shows, doing New York Fashion Week. I'll still be on the New York Fashion Week calendar, but I'll be doing my own show. And so I have a standalone show. It's going to be at the 3 West Hotel down from in New York City, and I'm Carla Hall from the Chew, going to be one of my moderators. Dwayne.
Now, Carla Hall, is she like the black lady?
The black lady with the
big eyes?
The spiral hair, yeah, man. She came to one of my shows, man, and she liked one of the suits, and so I made her a suit. And so, man, from there, man, she's just been opening the doors.
So that was my next question. Like, do you do women line?
Yeah, I have a women line, the Jaja line. I named after my granddaughter. I at first started putting, my daughter said, Dad, you ought to do a suit and for Third, which is my son, and let me wear it and let it see what it looks like. And man, it was sexy, and we had such a great, people just like, they loved it. So then I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do a women's line, for my daughter. I was inspired by my daughters. They're some pretty girls, and so they, I wanted something that they, they 22 and 21, something that was edgy, something that they would wear, they would feel comfortable going out on town, going on a date with, and so man, it inspired me, and so I came with the Jaja line, and so I do women's suits,
right.
And I did a couple of women's formal wear as well.
So I mean, like a lot of your ideas is seems like it's coming in pretty easy because it's family based. Like you just like acknowledging everything that's around you. Like, yeah, I need to do something for this genre, this age, and this style.
Well, I really was inspired because I have a son who's 24. I have a daughter 22, a daughter 21, and a son 18. Just what you were talking about. My son can go around with his pants hanging and seeing his drawers. You know what I'm saying? So what I had to do, I had to create something that he would feel comfortable wearing, and people would, they still gleam. I did his prom suit, man. They took more pictures of the girls than they did of him. He said, Dad, it was crazy. He felt like it was paparazzi, man. But I started creating clothing, man, that his age range would wear. He still, he's smooth, he quiet, you know what I'm saying? And he felt smooth, but his pants weren't hanging, around his behind, you know what I'm saying? And people were liking it. He was like, man, I like that. That's fresh, man. So I started doing some things, doing some different type of shirts or whatever, and man, it just set the stage. So really, I used what was around me. I used my kids as inspiration, to look and see what they want and what they would wear, and looked at that and took that idea and created from what they liked and what would be popular. They got all these friends, Snapchat, Twitter. They real popular. My daughter's going to school in St. Mary's in Halifax, Canada. And that's where they went to school. And we're here. We live on the shore. And man, it just started inspiring me. So I just went around. I named one of the lines the Titus line after my grandfather. I thought of pinstripe.
Right.
He always wore pinstripe suits, so that was my inspiration. My paternal grandfather, he always wore a lot of plaid, so I named it the Clipper line. My nephew is Lincoln. He was always silly fun, always wanted to wear Converse, so I created fun suits that you can wear your Converse with and a shirt and still be cool and throw a hat on.
It all came to you.
Yeah,
it was easy.
Everything
it was in
around
front
me.
of you.
Yeah, man, everything around me became inspiration, man, for real.
That is crazy. And your name itself, Clavon Leonard. I was gonna talk to you about that. It's like that is a designer name in itself. Like, I can see that on Fifth Avenue, Clavon Leonard.
Let's hope so. That's what.
Is that an objective?
Yeah. That's the plan, man. We want to see it. We want to see it in Barney's, but I want my own. You know.
Yeah, Clavon Leonard or Clavon's Wear.
Yeah.
And I see that as a big brand.
Well, man, that's what we're trying to do, man. We're doing a little something.
So that's the next step here.
Yes, man.
So anything new coming up in the men's fashion?
Well, you know what? But let me tell you what I don't like in men's fashion. I am a luxury suit designer. I don't like to see men in dresses.
Luxury what?
We are luxury suits.
Yeah, okay.
And so, it's a trend. It's a crazy trend that I'm not with, and that's men in dresses.
Oh, man.
I
Sorry, Kanye West.
No. To each his own, but my gyro, what I want to do, I want to see men appreciate being alpha males. I want to see them appreciate being men and enjoy what it is. The women got everything. Get them theirs. Let's create something that's fun for us.
It's true that women got everything. They got bags, they got makeup lines, they got, dresses, whatever it is. Men, it's like, okay, we men, okay, we pay for that stuff. But we don't see ourselves dressing. And for you to fill some of that void, especially outside looking in as a brother, like I can be inspired by that, especially if I'm a brother that's in the community and I haven't seen such a thing, and I seen somebody that looks like me that's doing something on a different level. I'm gonna be inspired by that. I'm gonna want to change my life a little bit, actually. I'm gonna want to take it to the next level. I'm like,
that's what I'm talking about. Well, man, I think men fashion is going. We're gonna see more colors, and we're gonna see men stepping out, with blazers and a pair of jeans, looking smooth. Brothers want to look smooth now. You know what I'm saying? Because we stepping it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think that everything's been bland before, so it was nothing to step up to. So you know what I'm saying? But now,
you know what? I have no problem, man, coming on to the show every week and you sponsoring some of this outfit that I.
I am gonna dress you. I'm gonna dress you for one of these outfits. But you have to shout me out the whole while. I'm be calling up like, man, have you shouted me out? Like, I want to hear my name one more time.
Clavon.
But I told you I was gonna dress you though. So
I'm here, man. I'm ready. Yeah. But listen, man, we're gonna go on a quick break, man. You are tuned in West Point Urban Radio every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The hotline is 914-969-6499. And also, if you are tuned in on Facebook, appreciate you, brother. Share the wealth. In fact, as you are online right now, just push share and share it to everybody else that's not privileged to what you're watching right now. But we appreciate you. Hopefully, Facebook didn't ban us with the music that we played earlier, but whatever. So, DJ Cruz, what we got, man?
Where you want me to go with this?
Man, let's go to the left, like Beyonce. I don't know what the left is, but it sounded good. I don't know what the left is, man. Just do it. But anyway, man, I got Clavon Leonard, a fashion designer. If you're an aspiring fashion designer or an upcoming fashion designer, and you're trying to get into a certain space, be a part of something grand, perhaps he can actually introduce you, show you the path. Do you have like an online setup where people can actually like reach out to you?
Yeah, www.clavonswear.com. You can reach me. We have a website, info@clavonswear, info@clavonmtm if you're an inspiring model. And so you can reach us, man, and we'll definitely get back with you.
And also, man, so I was actually on your website, right? Just looking into it and everything. You do concierge work, like you do like personal shopping.
Yeah.
Just getting into the space of the client and what they want or needs are. Like, what exactly do you do?
Well, I'm a stylist and I do bespoken. Like sometimes I'll create something, for a client, and they'll kind of tell me that there's an event that they're attending, and I'll kind of
like a red carpet event,
and I'll create something around that event, and dress them and style them. I do bespoken suit, meaning that I'll create something. Say like your boy that's gonna get married, and he say, you know what, I want something fly. I want to look different.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
That is the way, because you know what, the typical marriage type of wear is black tux, white tux, blue tux, navy blue tux, whatever, and you have a bow tie. So that's like typical, right? So to not be typical, if somebody hires you, right, to like do a wedding, like I got the groomsmen and I got the main man. How would you go about dressing that person?
Well, I'll find out what his favorite color is, and then I'll go get some patterns. I have some stuff some fabric from India they ain't even seen. Oof. That they come and man, you go on the website. It's a couple of snaps. You go on Instagram.
You do it from scratch.
Yeah, from scratch.
Get out of here.
Yeah, got to go.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So let's say I'm getting married and then I want to get something from scratch, and I'm gonna hire you to do the job, right?
Yeah.
How much something like that's gonna cost me?
It started at $750.
Just $750?
It starts at $750.
It starts at $750.
It can go as well as up to $10,000.
Oh, God damn, you just gave me a heart attack. I'm just still talking.
It's the day of your life, man. You supposed to be shining. You know what I'm saying?
So what is $750 for the cuffs?
No. It's just it's how elaborate you want to get. You know what I'm saying? We start very basic and then we can go high end. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you, man. You know, I can get it as spiffy as we can blink all the way out. That's what you want.
I'll give you a blank check, man.
But you know, typically, if someone wants a bespoken suit, and it depends, because I have hand silk suits that I have somebody going. The silk is pulled, the fabric from hand, and so that takes a lot of time and energy because it's threads and it's pulled before it's even cut. And so it's that level of care for that type of suit, for that type of client.
Wow.
You know, but there are typical, you know, suits that if you don't want all of that, you know, you want cotton and you want, you know, polyester blend and you want a little wool, then you know that's a more low end. But, you know, there are people, I did a gold suit for a guy named Lork in London, and he is a commentator over for London Fashion Week, and he wanted all gold. So I did all gold. Gold, man.
Like gold, like give me an example,
like gold thread, like just like the real gold thread.
Yeah?
Yeah. And man, it was fire.
Damn. Yeah, I wish I could show the audience something like that, the image.
Man, it's on Instagram though. You know? You can get it on Instagram.
Go on.
Clavon's Wear Instagram. You can check it out. He's on
what,
there.
Clavon Leonard Instagram or Clavon Wear Instagram?
Clavon's Wear Instagram.
Clavon's Wear Instagram. So, you know, go to your hashtag. Like if you don't understand the writing or the spelling of it, go to your hashtag, Clavon Wear hashtag. Or just at Clavon's Wear, right?
Right.
That's it, right?
Yeah. At
Hey, it's pretty simple, man.
CLAVONSWEAR.
It's actually right there. They're dumb, you know? It's right there.
This guy here.
It's unfortunate if you fucked up. Right. We're gonna keep it moving. But man, so Cruz, what's up, man? You ready for me? All right, so I got Cruz. He's gonna go on another tangent as far as like music, old school, keeping it old school, nice and fresh. We still up on Facebook? I gotta test that out because Facebook be shutting us down. They be messing with me, man. Yo, it's my son's. Listen, today's what, the 14th day of my son being born, and I appreciate him. He's giving me strength for being here. And my other son, Caden, is loving the hell out of his brother because now he got somebody that he can actually push around or play with. He's always like, Daddy, play with me. Daddy, come to me. Grab my hand. I'm like, oh, all right, I got to play with you. And I play with him for like 2 hours. And I'm trying to escape the room. He locks the door. I'm like, yo, man, you know what? I'm going. Let me go see your mom and get you a brother.
You crazy. She gonna get you after this. You know this. You gonna be in trouble after this. You know this.
She all right.
Blame it on the champagne. That's why you doing it. It's the champagne, you know.
Listen, I love the hell out of my wife, man. I love my wife. My wife is beautiful. She's you know, she takes care of a lot of things that we have to handle at the house. And the way she gave birth, and I was there. She was a soldier, and I was like the guy, like, you know, right there, just like coach him, like, yo, you can do it. You're a soldier. I was there, and when the baby came out, it's like, dang, I never seen that thing in my life like that. Like my firstborn, it was like a C-section, so I wasn't there for it like that. But this one, I saw everything. I said, man, it's a different story to tell.
A different situation.
Different situation, man. So it was like I had myself on camera because I was recording. I was on the camera, like outside looking. I was like, this is amazing. This is amazing. But anyway, champagne, baby. But anyway, Cruz, let's go do it, man. So we'll come back. I love you, my wife. You're there for me. What can I do without you, baby? Carter Darian Musignac, that's my son. So go look him up. He's on Facebook now. My wife didn't like that. He's on Facebook since yesterday. I wanted to wait a whole month to before we display him out to the world. But, you know, it happened. I couldn't wait.
Excitement, pure excitement.
But, you know, I didn't show his face. I did it on purpose. It was like a teaser, you know, and so it was like, you know, a lot of people commented on it, whatever, was like proud of the situation. So the next time I'm going to show his face, but I have to wait a month.
Just 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. I'm in the clear.
Yeah, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
You got this.
I can do it. But anyway, Cruz, let's do it, man. We're going to come back with Clavon Leonard to talk about what else he got in store for the future. And let's do it, man. West Point Urban Radio every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. All right?
DJ Cruz in the mix on IntheMixRadio.com.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the
You already know on a Thursday night, West Point Urban Radio with yours truly, DJ Cruz on this throwback sheet.
I'm stepping tall, y'all, and just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereos pump me. I like to rhyme, I like my beats funky, I'm spunky, I like my old hair lumpy, I'm sick with this, straight gangsta Mac. But sometimes I get ridiculous. I'll eat up all your crackers and your licorice. Oh, yo, fat girl, come here. Are you ticklish? Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. I'm a freak. I like the girls with the boom. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. I'm crazy. Allow me to amaze thee. They say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me. I'm still getting in the girls' pants, and I even got my own dance. The Humpty dance is your chance to do it all. Come on.
You are now in the mix with my daddy, DJ Cruz.
they got soul power. We get funky.
Rockin' the tri-state area. DJ Cruz.
Well, it was one of those days. Not much to do. I was chilling downtown with my old school crew. I went into a store to buy a slice of pizza. I bumped into a girl. Her name was Mona. What? Mona Lisa. What? Mona Lisa. So many. You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Excuse me, dear. My gosh, you look nice. Put away your money. I'll buy that slice." She said, "Thanks. I'd rather a slice of you." I'm just kidding, but that's awfully nice of you. The compliment showed she had a mind in her, and when I smiled, I almost blinded her.
If you see me walking down the and I start to cry, walk on by, walk on by. Foolish pride, that's all that I have left. So let me hide the pain and the hurt that you gave me when you said goodbye. Walk on by.
The jiggling baby,
Go ahead, baby.
the jiggling baby,
Go ahead, baby.
the jiggling baby,
Go ahead, baby.
the jiggling baby.
Go ahead, baby. Uncle L, future of the funk. Records are recorded, minus all the junk. People spread gossip and believe it they must. But I slam dunk punks and make them fight the dust. A minute is needed to make a phony rony bleed and put them in a bucket like a chicken feed. Check out the pick up the litter, not a quit. I'm nice. And I'ma dust you off and dust you on twice. You never heard this all observant, hysterical fan. Fanatics of the Asiatic miracle man. Prominent, dominant, McCoy and I'm real. Another brother's land. So. I got the instinct. They call me Deputy Dog. They put your booty in the clink. Dancing to a Marley Marl remix single love.
Let me see you jingle, love. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. West Point Urban Radio. We here. Yeah. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah. Woo, New York City, baby. Yo, give it up for DJ Cruz, man. Give a round of applause for your damn self, man. Somebody got to do it. God damn it. Yo, I like that, man. That was straight old school, man. That was straight 90s era. I love that music, man. You know what I mean? It's like people was passionate. They was into the music. There was just not throwing out this bullshit. Right?
Real
How you feel
music.
about today's music, man?
No
you
comment.
don't feel it. Right? You don't feel it. But listen, I touched on certain topics earlier that I want to cover a little bit. Cop on black crime. It's not black on black crime anymore. That doesn't exist. It's cop on black crime. And a lot of people are getting murdered, just point blank murdered, just like on TV. You can see it. And they're not really getting charged for it. Not like we wanted to get charged. All right? Like, people literally should be doing 15, 30 years, 50 years for the crime that they're committing on TV. And just because they got a badge, they get away with murder and things like that. I don't like that at all. All right, so we got the Tulsa shooting that happened a couple of days ago with Crocher, who just his car broke down in the middle of the highway, and he was left his car, was calling for help, came back to his car to have cops on the radio. Got some message from a dispatcher saying that there's somebody stuck on the road, could be armed, whatever. They came in with their guns out. This guy, all he wanted was help off the road so he can get his car fixed and go home about his business. There was no crime being committed. Nothing happened. All right, so I'm going to read the story to you just a little bit. The Oklahoma cop who fatally shot an unarmed black man last week reacted unreasonably. Yes, she did. And became emotionally involved to the point that she overreacted, investigators said in the affidavit on Thursday. So Betty Jo Shelby is her name. She's 42 years old, is charged with first-degree manslaughter in the death of Terrence Crocher, a 40-year-old father of 4. I'm going to pause for a little bit. A 40-year-old father of 4. They ain't got no dad anymore. And I mean, I'm sitting here talking about my 2 sons. You know, my one that just got born, you know, Carter. Then you got Caden. Then you got a guy who has 4 kids. And these 4 kids ain't got a father to, you know, help them, guide them in their way. Crocher was shot in the chest as he stood next to the SUV that he had broken down on the road. And his hand was up in the air saying, listen, I ain't a bad guy. You got the wrong guy. I'm going to walk this way. All right? But, you know, my car's just broken down. And the cops was just like, yeah, they came out with their guns. The guy was like this. Listen, I need help. My car's broken down. But they came out with their guns like this. Why? One reason is because, well, this guy's a black guy. Not only is he a black guy, but he's big. You know, he looks very much like a guy that could be difficult, but not, because you're just basing it on his appearance, because he's black. Because we watch TV every so often. Every day we see a black guy robbing somebody, killing somebody, doing this, doing that, as if this is the only race doing crime in America. Now, this race is only 13% of the population, and we have 86% of another population, but yet we on TV all the time doing the crimes. It just doesn't make sense. The numbers does not add up. All right. So, with that being said, the brain is washed. Our brain is washed. Whenever we see a black man, we get scared, and I understand the cops. They get scared because, you know what? When they sitting home after work and watching TV and they seeing a black guy doing a crime, so when they approach a situation, when they're out in the field, it's going to be a difficult situation, no matter if he's a really good guy, even as I am, just like not doing shit. You know what I mean? Just based on my color is I'm doing everything bad out there in the world. That's it. You understand? So it's a bad situation, and you know what? There has to be a change in the way cops train and do business. And one solution is they can get rid of the badge, get rid of the gun, put this officer or this who wants to be an officer in the community of black people or urban people or people of minority people, and have them become an apprentice, so to say, and just be out there, learn the people, learn the environment, see how they move, see how they talk, see how they respond to certain things, because obviously you don't know how we move and how we talk and how we walk and how we respond to certain things, and you think any inch of whatever we do is negative and it's bad, and we have to shoot you down because we don't know what you're gonna do. You're just an animal. It's like if I go into a jungle and I go to a jungle of lions, right? Just like the ape that got shot down because of the kid. He got caught out there. He fell into the water with the ape. They had to shoot him down because we had no clue what the ape was gonna do to the kid. It's the same thing that cops fear when they approach a black person in their field. They have no clue what the black person is going to do, so the only thing that they have to protect them is a gun. You know what we need to do? We need to get rid of that gun, maybe only keep the taser, so you can tase the man down, pin him down, so that way no one dies. At least you apprehend the person and maybe even question him afterwards because he's still alive. You understand? So what we have to do before we even inaugurate these police people into the field, we have to train them. You know what's part of training? throw them into urban areas. Let them live a little bit. You know what? Give them in an apartment space and say, you know what? Part of your training to become an officer is to be in different diverse communities for 6 months at a time. Okay, you're gonna be in this black community, you're gonna be in the Spanish community, you're gonna see how they move, you're gonna see how they walk, how they talk, and how, because you know what, when I see two Dominicans having the conversations, I almost want to run because I think they're arguing and something's about to pop off. They're just doing friendly talk. Friendly conversation. Having a friendly conversation. And meanwhile, I'm thinking something about to pop off because I'm seeing this guy screaming off the top of the lung. No, that's just the way they talk. You understand?
That's true.
So with that being said, I need improvement in this law enforcement, and I need improvement into these laws that we are passing as legislators and politicians who are we are putting up there to represent us. We don't have enough people representing the community, and we don't have enough people going out there talking to the law enforcement as keynote speakers and how to introduce themselves to the community. We don't have enough of anything going on. There's no formula. We obviously need a formula.
But you know, we need people from our community. We need people from our community.
That was my next conversation.
Yeah. That's exactly what we need.
We need that. And listen, we have a lot of people that has a tremendous amount of money. A lot of people from our community that rose to the top. And you know what? Money changed a lot of things. You know what? All we need to do is devise a plan. You got this guy that's out there with the free hug shirt. That guy, to me, inspires me. He has a shirt, free hug, his hands wide open. The cops are out there with their guns out, the shield and everything. And he's going to them, listen, all I want to do is give out free hugs. And he goes to them, and they approach him. They fine with him. They hug him.
Wow.
They give him a hug. He's actually hugging the cops, the white cops, the black cops, Spanish cops. He's hugging everybody, right? So because his attitude is a little bit different, because he knows he has to take this approach of humbleness and it's like not be this black giant looking, even though he's a 5'8" person, but apparently we look giant to everybody. Like we like this big thing. You just got to pull out your guns and shoot us down. You don't have to. We human beings. So this guy's giving out a free hug and it works out. I'm like, damn, you know what? That could be the way to end all this. Let's just give out free hugs. Let's wear a t-shirt, keep it in the car, keep it in your backpack. The cop approach you, put the t-shirt on. Nigga, I got free hugs, man. You gonna give me the ticket? I'll take the ticket. You want a hug? You know, because I'm trying to stay alive.
That's true, man. That's real. That's real.
How do I stay alive right now? I got to give you a free hug, man. All right. You stop me. You say, I got no seatbelt. I know I was wearing the seatbelt. Okay. You want to charge me with no seatbelt? It's cool. All right. You want a hug? All right. Let's hug. Yo, that's exactly how you got to approach the situation, because you can't approach the situation with anything else, because we as black people, we have egos and we have pride, and we see what's going on out there. And the minute it happens to us, you just want to blow up. You just want to I kill you, because you see your people suffering. We living in an oppressed state, and I don't know what's happened between 2008 and now, or I don't know if it's because we have phones out and everything is being recorded and YouTube is catching it. People are paparazzi and they're recording everything. We're seeing everything live, just transpiring in front of our face. I don't know if it's that, because even before the age of social media, I'm pretty sure it was happening anyway, even more. Now they're trying to do less because there's so much people with cameras and all that stuff. How about the stories that we don't even hear about? The people that's maybe even get shot up, just get dug up on the dirt somewhere, and that person goes missing. You don't even hear about that person. How did that person go missing? Maybe it was a cop that did it, but that person has a badge, has a certain power, and they're able to do certain things. We're not even gonna try to say, okay, did you kill that guy? Because they're hiding behind the badge, and it's like they're all sticking together. We need to change the commissioner. On every state. You know what? The Ku Klux Klan members who used to be so out there in the community, on in the streets with their hood and all that stuff. You know where they are now? They are the judges. They are the police commissioners. They are these people that's allowing for all this to happen. We need to just like transform that whole thing and just like revitalize the enforcers that's out there. Take them out. Just take them out, and you know what? Just change the whole face around. Just bring fresh faces. Just do it, because you know what? They're all plagued. They're all fucked up. They're all plagued. It's a bad community now, and I don't want to go on a tangent on this, but it's bad. It's bad. And I got Clavon Leonard next to me. What do you think?
Well, my opinion is that I think that our community has to give something. If we want things to change, we can't keep waiting on everybody else to make the change for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to go. I mean, we got qualified people who can go and be police officers. We got qualified people who can be politicians. Mm-hmm. We got to encourage and enforce them and support them to go, because we can't expect anybody else to make the changes for us.
It starts with people like you, me.
That's right.
Who don't have the pants down in their ass and sagging and shit. That's part of the problem too. Believe it or not. That's part of the problem. Stop having your ass out, because you know what? You don't create no value for yourself. I don't want to live around you. I don't want you living around me. I don't want you coming next to my property and depreciating that shit. I don't want you to doing that neither. So that's bad. So like when you out there thinking, this is my swag and this is what I do in a hip hop video. Now you killing us. You destroying it. You fucking it up. Right?
I agree.
So with that being said, we have to like find more people that's willing to go out there in the community. People with money, actually, that's not in the community, that made it from the community and is mad and is like angry, but not angry to the point they want to do something erratical and crazy, but like angry enough to like scold their own people and be like, yo, we gotta do it differently. We gotta respond to the cops differently. We gotta show them a different way, a different path. Show them that we have free hugs as well. You know what I mean? We have to do it differently, because the law ain't working for us. It ain't working because they keep paying us out. They keep giving us millions of dollars because, listen, the state, the city has millions of dollars to give. They're going to keep giving it to us. They're just going to pay you out. And guess what? And if you do a crime or whatever and you're a minority, you're just going to end up in jail. And guess what? You know what jail is? The new slave. That's what jail is. They're getting peanuts for working for McDonald's, working for Old Navy, working for like big brands. That's where slavery is. And guess what? You know who fills up the population in jail? Black people. That's it. So we have to change. We have to start with ourselves. You know, no one else is gonna solve it for us. We have to do it. Just like my man Clavon said.
We got two things. We got economic power and political power.
And Clavon,
it's our money. We can change it.
I don't want a guy in jail, making your clothes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's slavery.
That's slavery. I agree.
They're getting pennies by the hour to make Ralph Lauren clothing, to make shoes for some big ass brand somewhere. That's the new slavery. You know who's in jail? Black people.
That's the demographics.
It's fucked up. We only make up 13% of the population. How the hell is that so crazy like that? But anyway, enough of that. I just wanted to share that news with you. But this lady, Shelby, is probably gonna do minimum of 4 years for murdering somebody. If I murder somebody right now, I'm gonna do at least life. At least life. So, while they say it was a mistake on her part, but how many mistakes we're gonna have over and over and over and over? We don't need to have no more mistakes. Stop it. There's no mistake. You know what you were doing. You had 6 other police people behind you who had your back. You didn't really have to use your gun. All you had to do was talk to the person. What's wrong? Are you hurt? Are you all right? Are you on drugs? No. Are you high? Are you on alcohol right now? Okay. Just talk to the person. The person's gonna talk to you back. You know why? Because the person does not. No one wants to die. especially if they see like 6 police officers with their guns out. No one wants to die. You know what? If you talk to that person, I'm pretty sure they're gonna comply. Simple as that. All right, so if you're watching, if you're a cop, I hope you're watching. I hope you can learn from this. If you're not a cop and you're watching, I hope you can tell somebody. Maybe they can actually learn from this. But with that being said, Clavon Leonard, please tell them where you're gonna be for the next few months.
Well, this coming Saturday, I'm gonna be in Atlantic City for Atlantic City Fashion Week. You can look up on Facebook and also on the web. And we're gonna be down there, and then I'm gonna be in South Africa in October.
Damn,
and,
man!
I'll be in Johannesburg, and I'll be in Cape Town.
Can you take me?
Yeah, man, you got to come on. You just got to, baby. You can't go nowhere. You locked down.
You right. You right. You see, you just threw that excuse in there not to take me. He messed up, right?
In November, I'll be back in London, and then in February, we'll be in New York City for New York Fashion Week, and it'll be the winter season. So you definitely, February the 10th at the 3rd Hotel in New York City, you definitely want to catch that. It's going to be awesome. Carla Hall is going to be our hostess for that event. It's gonna be outstanding.
That's official, man. I like that. You stay moving. You know what I like even more about that, what you just said? That you're not in the States. You're not in position to get shot out here. You're like, I'm getting out of this country. I'm going to a few places.
You're crazy, you know that.
So that's good, man. I like that, man. So you're a traveler. That's good. Very nomadic. So you look out for my man, Clavon Leonard. You can go on Instagram. You can just hashtag Clavon Leonard. Trust me, he's gonna pop up. Or you can go at Clavon's Wear. Or you can go to at Clavon Leonard Instagram. You go on Facebook, just research the man's name. You're gonna bump into him. So if you want to utilize his services, or if you just want to interact with him, get close to him, maybe ask a few questions. Maybe you're an inspiring talent and you want to do the same thing. And listen, he's open. The guy's very humble, very big, but very humble. Doing it big out there. So yeah, it's an opportunity for you to take advantage.
Absolutely.
All right. So listen, man, DJ Cruz. I was about to call you DJ Hans just now, man. But you know, you got glasses and stuff like that. You know, so you're a little bit different. DJ Cruz. All right, man. So you go do your thing. You know what? I don't know if we got the music up, but I would like to go out with one of the artists that we have. Do we have? We got something up? Nah. What we got? We got Bend Down. How about Bend Down? Oh, you got the videos. Yeah, go scroll. Yeah, right there in the second one. No, to the left. Second. Bend Down. Present Burner featuring Hollywood Rio, who's my brother-in-law. Love you, bro. All right. And this song is called Bend Down. If you have anybody that's been there since day one, and you made it big, but they've been there since day one, riding to the grind with you, been there from dirt to becoming a flower, that's that person. Bend Down.
All my niggas been down. All my niggas been down. All my niggas been down.
We don't fuck with y'all niggas. No. With me since the very start, niggas.
All my niggas been down.
They been with me since the dough. Pile that money up, watch that shit go.
All my niggas been down.
We don't fuck with y'all niggas. With me since the very start, niggas.
All my niggas been down.
They been with me since the dough. Pile that money up, watch that shit go. Let it go.
More cash you ever seen in your life is pocket change, not a shame. I fiend for the life, a daily reminder that all my dreams are precise daydreams. Cause I be scheming while they sleeping through the night. Not impressed me either, till I'm chartering a jet and cashing checks that are moving niggas' mama out the jacks. Not mine cause she out already, she got a house already. No days off till it's paid off, even her doubt is heavy. Fake friends who be out to get me, that's when you get ghosts, get rid of Tommy, regain your power 50. Let's reminisce and move this sour with me.
All my niggas been down.
Shall be the ones that count these
All my
dollars with
niggas
me.
been down. We don't fuck with y'all niggas. with me since the very start, niggas. All my niggas been down. They been with me since the dope. Pile that money up, watch that shit go. All my niggas been down. We don't fuck with y'all niggas. With me since the very start, niggas. All my niggas been down. They been with me since the dope. Pile that money up, watch that shit go. Let it go.
Talent seep out my pores, I got a strange mental. Drivers opening doors up to the range rental. Observing all of your boys, the ones that came with you. Gotta scroll down all your options like a main menu. It might sound complicated, it's really plain and simple. The ones that ain't on your dick, they shall remain with you. Beware these new niggas that's trying to hang with you. Use the same slang as you, never so came with you. You might be thinking to yourself, not with my team. But Bishop did it in juice to his homie Raheem. I'm just trying to live life, follow my dreams. Please don't let this money keep you blinded in its high.
All my niggas been down. They don't fuck with y'all niggas. With me since the very start, niggas. All my niggas been down. They been with me since the dope. Pile that money up, watch that shit go. All my niggas been down. We don't fuck with y'all niggas. With me since the very start, niggas.